What is going on, everybody? This is Jay here from Maji and Jay. Today in this video, we're going to be completing the unboxing and the semi-review of a very cool device that I've been anticipating for quite a long time, and I'm talking about the Umidigi Z2 Special Edition model. It came directly from Amazon with the Prime service for about $249, and there is a coupon available that you guys can see if you click on the link below. Then on the right hand side here, I have the Umidigi Z2 Pro model that I also purchased from Amazon via the Prime service. This one is about $329, and there's also a coupon available so you can get them both for a little bit less money. Now, getting a look here at the boxes, we can see that, well, nothing changes much. That's because this company uses pretty much the same box for all of their products. So let's go ahead and remove here these two covers, because today we are going to be focusing on the Special Edition model. We're not going to be unboxing the Pro model, and that's because I want to complete it on a separate video, but now I want to use these two boxes for specifications comparison. Now, the regular model comes with the Helio P23, as you guys can observe, and the Pro model has the Helio P60. Both of them come with the Android 8.1. One has 6 GB of RAM and the other one has 4 GB of RAM, 64 GB of internal memory versus 128 GB of internal memory. Now, these are both dual SIM, dual standby devices, and they support TF cards up to 128 GB. Now, due to the fact that the Pro model has NFC and wireless charging, the battery is slightly smaller, so you can appreciate this one is 3,550 and this one is 3,850. So that's a 300 milliamp difference right there. We have a 6.2-inch Full HD display, both of them at 403 ppi with a resolution of 2246 by 1080. And on the back side, we have two cameras. According to the company, one is a 60 megapixel and an 8 megapixel, and on the front we have a 60 megapixel and an 8 megapixel as well. And we're going to find the same here for the Pro model, and then we have all the LTE bands supported for both of the devices. So again, the main difference here is going to be the RAM, the internal memory, the processor, and the fact that the Pro model has NFC and wireless charging. So now $70 more. You guys need to tell me in the comment section below if it's worth to get the Pro model or just stay with the regular Special Edition. So anyways, guys, let me go ahead and set the Pro model aside. Let's go ahead and open this model here. Of course, I have set up my SIM card. I am connected with AT&T. The cool part about this device, like you guys saw on the back side of the box, is the fact that it does come with all the LTE bands here for the USA. So if you have something like AT&T, T-Mobile, Metro PCS, Cricket Wireless, all these prepaid companies that are based on AT&T and T-Mobile, they will get 4G LTE support, which is very, very interesting. So anyways, here we have the device, and it comes already with a case installed. In case you guys are curious, this is a very cool looking case with a very nice texture, and it gives you that nice grip and it doesn't feel like it's going to fall off. Then here on the back side, well, we can see the device already. But now for a second, I want to go ahead and finish the unboxing here for this device. And here we have the manuals and all that crap that we usually don't read, including the SIM tray ejector. Now this we do use, but I happen to have one on my keychain, so I rarely use the one that come included on cell phones. And here inside we have the charger. This is a fast charger, by the way, and it's quite big, and as you guys can see, this thing has been optimized to work here in the USA, including the accessories and all this good stuff. So here we have the specifications of the fast charger. So again, very cool, but I have to admit that it is quite big as well. So inside here we have the adapter for the 3.5mm headphone jack, as you guys can appreciate. And finally we have the USB cable. This is for the USB Type-C port. As we can see, it is the USB Type-C cable, and that's pretty much all we have inside of the box. And to complete the unboxing, well, we get this very special thank you from this company, which is very nice and heart touching, I would say. And on the back here we have some QR codes, so you can follow them on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and even YouTube. So very cool. And now that we got this device all set up and ready to go, we are ready to go ahead and check out here the physical aspects of the device. First of all, you guys can notice how I got the fantastic color, which is basically a combination of blue and purple. On the back side here, we have the dual cameras. Now, one is claiming to be an 8 megapixel sensor, which I think is only there for decoration purposes. And then we have a true 60 megapixel sensor towards the upper side, which is made by Samsung. We have the LED flash, the fingerprint scanner, and the Umidigi logo here towards the bottom side. On the right hand side of the device, we have the volume rockers up and down, and on the opposite side we have the SIM tray, which again is a dual SIM, dual standby device, and supports TF cards as well. So here on the front side we have the notch, and here we can see the cameras. Again, I think it's only a one camera device, the other one is just there for decoration purposes. We have the 16 megapixel sensor. This one is built by Sony. We have the ear speaker and the infrared scanner with the proximity and light sensor. On the bottom side here we have nothing but just a chin, and then we can see right here we have the USB Type-C port with the loudspeaker and the microphone. And on top here we have the secondary microphone, and that's pretty much it for the physical aspects of this device. So anyways, here we have the operating system, again the Android 8.1, and for the most part it is a very clean OS, guys. It doesn't come with any bloatware, doesn't come with any Amazon crap like we have seen on other devices before, and according to the price, that's quite impressive, at least in my opinion. So anyways, here I went ahead and performed the Antutu bench so that way you guys can see the scoring, and I know that a lot of people don't use this any longer because it really doesn't determine the usability of a device, but at least you can use it for a reference purposes to compare it between the Helio P23 and the Helio P60. With this one I got about 85,000 max. With the Helio P60 I get around 145 to 150,000, which is a really decent score compared to this device right here. If you go here into my device, we can see that the GPU is the G71 by Mali, and also we get here the internal memory, again 64 gigabytes with the RAM, and the rest of the information is also on here. I went ahead and completed the Geekbench scores as well, and if we go here into the application, we go into history, you guys will notice how I only got a reading of 799 for the single core and 3754 for the multi-core, in which in my opinion is a little bit low in terms of scoring compared to other devices that are available around this same price. So other than that, guys, you know, it is a very well performing device. It doesn't really lag unless you are heavily gaming on this device, meaning that you have, let's say, OSPOL 9 turned on, and then you jump into another heavier game, and then you go into another heavier game. Yes, you're going to fill the RAM very quickly and the phone is going to start to lag. So I would recommend that you constantly kill your applications so that way your phone can stay nice and smooth like it is right now. So of course, me using it as my primary device, I went ahead and downloaded a whole bunch of applications and social media. Everything is working great without any crashes, and I haven't seen any updates as of right now. Also, getting here to the fingerprint and the face recognition, every time I place it on sleep mode and I place my fingerprint on the back, it takes about a second or so to unlock the device, which is not really bad. I have seen worse devices out there, but the cool part about it is that the reading is really accurate. I would say that out of every 10 times, at least 9 times it does it correctly, which is really cool. And finally, here we have the face recognition feature, in which right now I'm trying to get it to work, and then you guys can see that after I move my face away from the camera so that it reads my entire face, it did unlock. And it takes, I would say, about the same time that it takes to unlock it when the phone is asleep with the fingerprint scanner. So it takes about a second or so, but it does work and it's quite accurate. And then here we have the notifications, and again, you guys can appreciate right there that I have voice over LTE, something that it doesn't display here when I have it on the home screen. You guys can see it doesn't state anything about voice over LTE, but when you go here into the notifications, it is right there. So right now my battery is at 66%, and to be honest with you guys, I was able to get through a whole day at work, and I was using the Google Play Music. I was doing a lot of videos, a lot of emails, a lot of phone calls like I usually do with my Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. I used it exactly the same way, and I came home with about 45% approximately, and then I used it the second day, and by around 4 p.m. is when the phone completely died on me. So when it comes to the battery, if you guys are a heavy user like I consider myself to be, this phone is going to give you almost 2 days with the battery internally, which is really impressive. Again, this is based on my usage. I'm not sure if you probably use it heavier than I do, but the phone will give you excellent battery life, at least for the first 24 hours of usage. Another subject I want to talk here is going to be the loudspeaker, guys. This loudspeaker is lousy. I haven't really tested it on the Pro model, but I know on this one it's not the greatest, and I have to mention it like that because it's really not. It's actually one of the poorest that I have heard in quite a while. And for this, I just want you guys to hear this video of my own. For copyright purposes, I cannot play anything else, but let's go ahead and play this, and hopefully you guys can agree with me. Let's start this video from the very beginning, and here we go. looking at a very unusual projector by LG, and this one was provided by LG directly as a sponsor item, but just because it is sponsored and they are paying me for this review, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be saying nice things about this projector. Everything that I will tell you is exactly what you guys should expect on this laser beam projector. So first and foremost, inside of the box, we don't have much, to be honest with you. All we get is the smart remote that well guys, there we heard the quality of the loudspeaker, and as you can tell, it doesn't have any bass to it. It sounds very flat, and also it sounds scratchy when you guys place it on max volume. I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but again, the loudspeaker is not my preferred feature in this phone, unfortunately, because of the fact that it's very lousy. That's the word that I can really describe it as. So again, when it comes to the loudspeaker, Umidigi needs to do a better job, maybe on the Umidigi Z3, hopefully, but if it ever comes out. But anyways, on this device is not the greatest, as I mentioned before. And also notice how every time I zoom in, it doesn't cover the notch. It actually hides the notch right there, something that I didn't notice up until now. So anyways, in case you guys wanted to know, it doesn't cover the notch, which makes it look a little bit better in my opinion. The notch sometimes causes a little bit of a distraction, so I do prefer this method. Guys, lastly, I want to mention here the camera. Of course, like I said before, in the back apparently we have a fake 8 megapixel sensor because of the fact that every time I place my finger on top of it, it doesn't make a difference whatsoever. As you can appreciate right here, even if we place it on bokeh effects, it doesn't make a difference. So here we can see I have it on bokeh right now, guys, and the blurriness that you see is caused by software. So most likely we only have one sensor on the back. However, guys, the quality of the recording is pretty good, especially in video mode. You can notice how the colors are very, very good, and also does have I would say decent stabilization into it. I think it's more like an electronic stabilization. It doesn't have optical, unfortunately, but you know, according to the price, I think the camera is okay, but I'm just not happy with the fact that maybe they have lied us about the dual cameras on the back and the dual cameras on the front. So anyways, here we have the front-facing camera. Let me go ahead and switch it here to the front side, and again, you guys can see that it even has autofocus. So the front-facing camera, again, is not disappointing whatsoever, but due to the fact that they have lied about having two sensors on here, you guys can see that I am blocking right now one sensor right there, and it's not making a difference whatsoever. So I have the reasons to believe that we only have single cameras on this device, which is okay, but again, I'm not sure why they decided to advertise it as a 4-camera device. So anyways, guys, there we have it for the unboxing and the quick semi-review of this product right here. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it. Of course, the links have been provided on the description. Remember that you can get it from Amazon with the Prime service, which gets here very, very quickly. Thank you so much for watching this video. Continue subscribing, click on the bell. Don't forget to share this video, and I'll see you guys on my next one.